Scary Alvarez is back, kids. It's been a few days. I am walking through the jungle of my wine island. So you may hear some of the natural fauna, wildlife. A python snake took a run at me earlier today, and I strangled it with my bare hands. It gave me no pleasure, but I was happy to do it. Anyway, Scary Alvarez is here. Please throw Scary a like or a subscription. The Wisconsin Badgers, somewhere over the course of the last few years, after Luke Fickell took over in late 2022, have gone from hunted to hunter to afterthought. And there are many things that a football team can be. They can be a favorite. They can be a blue blood. They can be a horrible basement dwelling laughing stock. But one thing that I think teams want to avoid is being an afterthought. And right now, I'm going to posit this to everyone, and then I'm going to build my case over the next few minutes. The Wisconsin Badger football team in 2025, nationally and regionally, if you're just talking about the Big Ten, is an afterthought. Wisconsin's a winning program. And last season, as you all know, at 5-7, was their first losing season since 2001. Okay. 23 years. But that's all it takes sometimes. And the very same people and media and fan bases who thought, yeah, those Badgers, man, you guys may not be a blue blood team, but we respect the hell out of you. Tough Badgers, the kind of team that gets that number 17 preseason ranking from Field Steel every year that we kind of make fun of and now kind of long for. We're an afterthought. The Wisconsin Badgers are an afterthought for the 2025 season. Oftentimes there are things posted. Yeah, here are the top 8 teams in the Big Ten, or the Big Ten contenders for the playoff, or the Big Ten contenders for a New Year's Day bowl, things like that. Wisconsin isn't anywhere near those. It's more subtle. Hey, here are the top, 18 starting quarterbacks in the Big Ten coming into 2025. You're looking on that first page for your guy. You're not seeing them. I'm simply stating a fact. This is not me whining about it. I'm going to explain why in a second. This is not me wringing my hands going, oh, the poor Wisconsin Badgers. They have one losing season and now they're an afterthought. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. People are entitled to whatever opinion they want. They don't owe Wisconsin a damn thing. I think Wisconsin's earned it, but they don't owe it. So what is my overarching take on this? This Wisconsin is an afterthought for the 2025 season. I'm here to tell you my position that I believe that is a tremendous opportunity for Wisconsin. Okay? This is not something to lament and hand-wring about. This is an opportunity. I'm not saying being respected isn't great, because the things that go along with being respected are good. Kids want to play for your school. You get exposure. Brands want to do business with you. It's good. People want to invest in their NIL. So being respected, I want to be very clear here. I'm not saying that I want Wisconsin to be an under the radar team perpetually because it's X, Y, or Z. I'm not saying that. But for this season, with this uniquely difficult and challenging schedule, we have gone over ad nauseum. Depending on whatever outlet, it's easily a top 10 difficult schedule in the country, and by head and shoulders, the hardest in the Big Ten, and it's not even close. Okay, I feel like I have to keep saying this over and over again, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay, but when you are not that team, who people are respecting and looking out for and getting hyped for. Game they're circling in early July as one of the best games of the year in the conference or the country. People aren't thinking about you as much. And when people are not thinking about you as much, you can sneak up on people. And the Wisconsin Badgers, for a long damn time, haven't snuck up on anybody. Okay. They take pretty much everyone's best shot, and they have for decades. You're going to have a tough, difficult, hard-hitting, Big Ten, in-your-face, smash-mouth kind of game. No one likes playing the Badgers. Till recently, when teams started like playing the Badgers, I mean, I could tell you, Iowa and Minnesota and Nebraska, they each had a damn good time last year playing Wisconsin. That was not the Wisconsin that their predecessors had played. Okay. But the good news is, I don't think that's going to be the Wisconsin that they are going to see in 2025. Not by a long damn margin. That team that was opening up the Red Sea to let people run through and not finishing tackles and doing dink and dunk crap from the shotgun and passing on 4th down a centimeter. Ain't going to be like that this year, kids. Going to be a different animal. A Badger, like we're used to seeing. Now, I'm not saying that this is the most skilled team that I've ever seen Wisconsin, but it certainly is not. Or even the best coach team. The jury's still out on some of this coaching, especially on the defensive side. But this is a Wisconsin team that is going to sneak up on people this year, at least for a while. Okay. That's an advantage. That's an under-the-radar thing. As the Big Ten champion, you can go and check my receipts on this. I think I called them a 6-win team a couple weeks ago, and that very well may be where they are, even with a really good effort. But I'm telling you, in a competitive landscape where small advantages, be they mental, physical, or otherwise, can be the difference between a 4-win season and an 8-win season. The gaps are not that great anymore, guys. So any tactical or strategic advantage that Wisconsin can have, if it happens to be sneaking up on people, then so be it. If that in fact is the case, then I will take it. You know damn well the team will take it too. That's about all it is, guys and gals. I think there's a real nice chance Wisconsin's going to sneak up on people this year because they are being disregarded, ignored, disrespected. This team is an absolute afterthought. That kind of powerhouse team that was never quite elite, no one's thinking about them anymore. They're thinking about Luke Fickell Death Watch. I feel like it is an analogy. I think some of the most dangerous teams that Wisconsin has had, either in football or basketball, notwithstanding the 2014-2015 basketball team, have often been when they've been written off, disrespected, ignored. It's not happened a lot. But expectations are, whatever the opposite of sky high is, those are the expectations for the Wisconsin Badgers this year. And when you've reloaded a little bit and jerry-rigged your coaching structure and your scheme and the way you go about doing things to some extent, but still return a lot of really good players and find a couple of ringers in the portal, which we're certainly hoping we did. I tell you guys, I mean, obviously every snap of the season is yet to happen. And there are a tremendous, if not infinite, number of potentially different outcomes that can happen in that slate. But the Badgers are disrespected and an afterthought. And I think that is going to come to their advantage this season. And don't be surprised when they hit that stretch, that hellish October, that Wisconsin isn't in a position where they're ranked heading into that. And then suddenly people are going to be like, oh, yeah, the Wisconsin Badgers. Damn, I wish they were dead. Like Jason from Friday the 13th or Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. You think they're gone, and you'll look and there's 7 minutes left in the movie still. I think that could be the Badgers this fall. Scary Alvarez is out.